Welcome to Trigger Time TV. I'm your host, Mike Lamb. At the start of this episode, we're going to talk about practical shooting and some time savers. And who better to do that with than three-time world speed shooting champion, Michel.
Hey, I'm Michel, national and world speed shooting champion, and today we're talking about typical time savers on a course of fire. Now, when you're out there and you're talking about the fundamentals of shooting and the fundamentals of speed shooting, what makes a great shooter great, is the stance, the grip, the draw, the reload. All those things are highly important, but how are they beating you by real seconds on the clock? Now, maybe you go shoot a course of fire and you run it in 40 seconds, but the world champion runs it in 20 seconds. And he's not necessarily shooting any faster than you are. How is that possible? And that's what we're going to talk about today, the typical time savers. Now, being transitions, meaning moving the gun from target to target or threat to threat, as well as movements, exiting positions and entering positions. How do we correctly do that? How do we shave off real time? Well, I'm here to tell you guys here today that we're going to work on exiting a position and shaving about a half second or more off the clock, and about a half second or more on the entrance as we come into that position as well. Now, for transitions, this is the most easiest way to shave off time is transitions. Anytime you're moving or the gun is moving, it's what I call dead time. The clock is running, but you're not gathering any points. So you need to understand that if you're shooting fast, but you're doing everything else inefficiently, well, your time is always going to be slow, and you're probably going to have bad hits because you're shooting faster. So why not slow up that shooting speed to make sure you're getting good hits on target and do everything else quickly and efficiently? So the first thing I want to talk about is transitions, moving the gun from target to target. Now, we talked about having a wide aggressive platform for stability. Now we're going to use that same wide aggressive platform to drive from target to target. So if I was going to engage these targets and I wanted to go from target 1 to 2, once I call my second shot good, now it's dead time. I'm locating my next target. Clock is running and I'm not actively engaging any targets. I need to get there as quickly as possible. So I'm going to use my lower body and my legs to drive to that next position and drive back. Drive to the next position and drive back, or whatever the case is. Utilize my lower body to get there. If you use your upper body, more like a tank turret, what's going to happen is your upper body's going to be locked out, okay, and you're going to go from target to target. And the issue with that is it's very slow and ineffective. It's hard to land in the same spot by using your upper body versus using your lower body to just drive to that next position and locate where you want to go. So I'm going to show you guys here in real time what it looks like, and I'm going to exaggerate it a bit here. I'm going to shoot 8 more shots. Stand by. Notice I was exaggerating. I was throwing my body weight around quite a bit. Well, with that exaggeration is just me showing you that I'm using my lower body to make myself get to that next position. And I'm creating my own momentum, getting there quickly, and then taking the time needed to make the shots count. And that's going to be critical. Now, if you do that between every single target on a course of fire, let's say you're saving 2 to 3 tenths of a second on that transition. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but over 10 targets, we're talking 3 seconds. Over 10 courses of fire, we're talking 30 seconds on the clock. That's a long time in my world. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the movements, the #1 typical time saver. Why is that grandmaster, why is that high-level shooter beating you? It's probably right here. Now, anytime I have an easy target, I'm going to do what I call an easy exit, meaning I'm going to be leaning and rotating my momentum out of that firing position while I'm actively engaging a target. Because it's an easy target, it's an easy exit. Now, when I get to position 2, the targets are going to be much further away. Okay, once I get into that position, it's my job to get in nice and wide and aggressive, my normal shooting platform, and stay low to that target area. I don't want to dip my body up. If I come into that position low and raise my body back up, that's going to be time on the clock, and I'm probably going to miss the target as well. So I want to get there quickly and stay low and aggressive, wide platform. Once I'm done shooting, because those targets are further away, I'm going to do what I call my hard exit, meaning I have to create my own momentum right now. I need to be stable to shoot that shot. I have a wide aggressive platform for stability, for transitions, and now for movement. So I need to be stable to make that accurate shot, and once I'm done, I can drop my body weight low and push off that into that next direction to locate that next target. And finally, I'm going to get to my last position, get to a low firing position, make sure my upper body is leaned over forward, sitting back on my heel, with my body weight forward, that is, and making sure I get good accurate shots downrange as well. So I'm going to run this on about half speed here. Let's go ahead and run it one more time at full speed. Full speed. Stand by. Again, typical time savers, whether you're a law enforcement, competitive shooter, transitions and movements. Get out there, give them a try, get out and get shooting.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by Raven Concealment System, Troy Industries, Troy Defense, Seekins Precision, Aries Gear, Dark Angel, MGM, Taxi, Keltec, R-Bros, Pro Ears, Yeti, Midland, Wiley X, EOTech, Black Hills, Bushnell, Trigicon, Dawson Precision, WW Guns, and Up Armored Knives.